All right, what's up guys? Let's talk about tomorrow's workout, and we'll start with the warm-up. We know high knees by now. Steam engines, hands interlocked behind the back of my head. 1, 2, 3, 4, up to 20. Then we'll get into some open and close the gate with a reach. I start here. I'm thinking about shoulder blades. I'm going to squeeze my butt, open the gate, reach, close the gate again, open, reach. You get the idea. I'm thinking about my shoulder blades here, reaching up high. There's no excessive movement out of my chest or spine. It's all about getting these shoulder blades ready to push with push-up shoulder taps. I'm going to get here, and what I want to do is come down, push up. I'm going to tap, down, slow and under control, with this pause at the top. So that's our push-up shoulder tap. Then I go lateral lunge. Let's alternate this. So I'm going to come over to this side. There's 1, 2, sit back into this hip, alternating that. Then we'll get into a squat variation where I slowly pull myself into my squat. I'm going to sit here for about 3 seconds. I can fire up. Slowly pull yourself into the squat. You can even get down here, move through your ankles a little bit if you want to. Firing up to the top. If you have ankle issues on that and you can't keep your heels down, you might want to find something that can elevate your heels up. That'll make that a little bit better for you so that you can keep that torso more upright as you sit into that squat for 3 seconds. Pull yourself down just like before. Warm up that squat position. So I do that warm up, run through it twice, and then I get into the strength portion of this workout. Similar to all the other ones, we have 2 movements, superset for our strength. We'll run through it 4 times. This is going to start off with a squat variation known as a Zercher Squat. And the idea behind this is the weight is going to be in the crook of my elbow. So for us, think about something that's going to prepare you for a front carry log PT position. Also think about like carrying firewood or something like that. We're going to mix in a squat. So this is going to tax a little bit more of my quads for the squat, but it's also going to require my upper back to remain very stable as I take this load down into this position instead of getting folded up. So the way that this is going to look, and for ease, let's all just use our rucks. And what I want to do is I want to position my ruck in the crooks of my elbow there in this position. So I'm not really going to hug it up too much on me. I'm just going to hold it here. Same squat mechanics are going to apply, but as you'll notice, this is a 1.5 Zercher squat. So I'm going to come down into full squat. I come halfway up, right back down. There's 1. Down, halfway up, right back down, coming up. So that's our repetition scheme. Down, come up halfway, right back down, all the way up. So 1.5 repetitions there. So I have to fight to keep my posture upright, and I'm sitting into this position, so all of my basic squat mechanics are in play. My knees are driving out, my torso is upright, I'm in charge of this position, and I'm driving through the middle part of my shoelaces coming up. From there, I have a split stance position row. So I'm going to grab my weight and I'm going to get myself into this split stance position. I'm going to support myself here with offhand on this front side knee, and I'm just going to pull this into my ribs, right back down. Pull, right back down. So most of my weight's on this front leg. I'm just through the toes and kind of forefoot of my back leg. Notice the spine angle stays nice and straight. Pulling it up, right back down. This is kind of like a lawnmower pull, but just keep that form tight. Full elbow extension at the bottom. I just pull it up into my ribs, right back down. So we've gone through the strength portion, the supersets. Now we're going to get into our stamina portion here, a 20-minute AMRAP. We have 3 movements. We're gonna start it off with a bang with man makers. Now there's different variations on how we can do these man makers. Here's how I'd like to see them done. There's 5 of them. So this is how we initiate the man maker. I start at the top, I have my weight. I'm gonna come down. I'm gonna start with a push. I'm gonna row one side up, push, row the other side up. I'm coming back, clean, squat, press. So that's a thruster. So once again, back down, initiate push up, row, push up, row. My feet, clean, squat, press. All right, so here's the modification. Because everybody's gonna be at different places with your fitness, and we don't wanna overextend ourselves by just doing the movement just to do it and hurt ourselves. So modification could be, here's how I initiate my rep. Same way, down, I can come here, I can row, I can row, I can push up, here, to my shoulders, press. Back down, row, row, push up, feet, shoulders, push press. So that could be the modification. Figure out where you are with that, challenge yourself accordingly. Directly from that, we're gonna go into Russian twist. So we can move through this pretty quickly, not a lot of repetitions. If I just do without any weight, baseline, feet are dug in, heels are dug into the ground, leaning back about 45 degrees, and then from here, I'm just turning. 2, 3, 4, 5. I can grab some weight if I want to. 1, 2, 3. So I'm just keeping that spine angle at that 45 degrees and just getting a turn. You know, some of you guys might want to bring your feet up. Same thing. After you get 10, you choose whether you want to add weight to that or not. We're going to do 10 sit-ups, and we'll do these where we can throw hands back, coming up, touching the ground in between feet, down. So my hands have to touch back over my head, right back through. Those are the movements, 20 minutes, as many repetitions as possible. You rest as needed, you push yourself, do it as a group, encourage each other, keep the form tight, like always. All right, guys, see y'all.